You were tuned in to episode 77. Yes, I said it. Episode 77 of the Goodfellas podcast. I am your host, G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. Is in the building. As always, gotta salute the VP Shane in the building. Uh he's not in the building, but he's always in the building, if you know what I mean. Big shout out to the VP. My guy Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K will be in the building momentarily. Big shout out to everybody. If y'all know the channel, y'all know the routine. If I'm dolo, put a one in the comment section if you can hear me. Put a one in the comment section if you can hear me. If you're listening right now, once I see that one, then we're gonna get started. But big shout out to everybody to be holding it down for G5 Jeff TV, Boxing First Vlog, VP Shane, man. We be over here, be trying to maneuver out here in these boxing streets, man, for sure. Stay ready in the building, man. Give me that one. Big shout out to my bro, Stay Ready Boxing, man. What's going on with you, big bro? We gonna get this thing up and going early. April 9th, man, this Saturday. It's a huge day and night of boxing. Triple G, Murata. We got Lubin and Fondura. We got Tony Harrison, Garcia. We got Ryan Garcia, Manuel Thiago. So we got a lot going on. He said, I'm back. If you've been checking out the channel, pop up, put up our spotlight list last night. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Absolutely. So I'll definitely check that out. My main man, my partner, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K is in the building. What is going on, big bro?
Man, I'm in some kind of mood today, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Man, these motherfuckers in these boxing streets, man, they real reckless with their mouthpiece, bro. It's crazy, bro.
Well, I haven't talked to you all day, so fill me in.
Oh, bro, I'm on Twitter last night, and I threw the comment up about how they picking and choosing where they're gonna do the pay-per-view with the Kambosos fight. Right. So obviously, one of the first spots I'm hearing about was Canada. So I say, well, they're gonna make all the money they can off this dude because they can't hold the belts. All I'm getting in the reply section is, dumbass, he ain't from Canada, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I ain't never, I ain't never shoot no jabs like that. I just thought it was funny that they knew that this dude not gonna hold them belts. So we gonna stack some chips here, stack some chips there, making moves like that as far as this pay-per-view situation. So I peep with a dude that hit the little reply. I'm peeping where he from. This dude from Dagestan, Russia. I'm like, damn, my dude, you from a place that only got outgoing traffic. Like, what is you talking about, bro? Like, come on, bro. You act like you want to play this word game with me, pimp, man. You talking like a baby mama, homie. Your wordplay is trash like your mama box, my dude. Stop playing with me, homie. I'll up this motherfucking pipe like a plumber. Oh, you's a fake tough guy. No, bro. Check my resume, my dude. Really, seriously. When you Twitter banging, it's real gang in these streets, homie. So stop that disrespectful shit. Because when I shoot my jabs on these social sites, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not coming in like stupid motherfuckers this, and that, and the third. I just shoot my shot and I get up out the way. You feel me? None of it's disrespectful. You might not like it, but it's not disrespectful. The shit that they doing when I'm shooting my shit is like, yo, you being disrespectful, but you wouldn't do that in my circumference. You wouldn't do that in my cipher. You feel me? Like, this facts, bro. This real facts. This ain't no fake tough guy shit like he was talking about. Like, bro, what you talking about, bro? I'm smashing you on this word game, meaning I literally smash you in real life. So like I told you, Westside Phoenix, Arizona, let me know when you touch down so I can spike your punk ass. You understand what I'm talking about? But that went over the top of his head like a bad haircut, you feel me? But anyway, man, this is where we at. So anyway, I slide over to IG trying to calm my nerves. I see this goddamn interview with your boy Earl Spence talking about he got PTSD, this, that, and the third. Okay, fine, well and dandy. But my mind goes somewhere else, boy. I told you, I think on different angles. I don't think like the normal motherfucker. All go through my mind is, bro, that's why you the reason why my insurance rate's so fucking high. You non-driving ass motherfuckers that need a lifetime bus pass to stay the fuck off the road. Don't even get this dude a shopping cart, bro. He gonna get in an accident in the fucking grocery store. I'm telling you, bro. So I'm in the comment section, the bitch gonna tell me, oh, must be good to be perfect. Bitch, this ain't got nothing to do with perfect, bitch. This is common sense, bitch. Bitch, I got game, I got understanding, bitch. What the fuck? The shit don't roll uphill. The fucking problems are not rolling up to tax bracket dudes that's in his motherfucking neighborhood. The shit rolling downhill to us regular laymen. What the fuck is this bitch talking about? So I go check this bitch out on IG. She one of them goofy bitches with all this cake up it on. I'm like, you's a goofy bitch. Bitch, don't ever comment if you ain't got no real spit to go back and forth with me about. You feel me? So yeah, I'm ice cold Shane today, bro. I'm on something, bro. So anybody want to smoke, man, we can get it in. You feel me?
He said, yeah, he said, don't give him a shopping cart.
I'm just saying, bro. Yeah. That motherfucker need to walk everywhere, bro. And then look, at the interview, he was talking about the first one. Then he was like, oh yeah, I had another accident. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I just came up with $500 for liability insurance because of motherfuckers like him. And this ain't got nothing to do with boxing. So I'm not shitting on him boxing. I ain't shitting on him on no black man shit. This like driver to driver type shit. Like, bro, you can't drive, bro. Seriously, bro. Don't have an Uber even come get you. Like, walk, bro. Learn how to float or something. I don't know. Yeah. Stay your ass off the fucking road.
You need one of them, remember them vehicles they had on the Jetsons and shit that be flying in the air? You need one of them Johns. Like,
and man, that motherfucker fuck around and crash into a cloud, man.
Crash into
fuck out of here, man.
Oh man. Stay ready. I actually just pulled up your episode 128. Actually, you know what? That's the top prospects. I see your last joint. I'm gonna definitely go check that thing out. Big shout out to Stay Ready, man. Go follow my man Stay Ready on Twitter. Stay Ready Mac. That's big shout out to my dog. He said calm your nerves, keep your blood pressure down, bro. He said keep your blood pressure down, vlog.
Bro,
I needed that laugh, bro. I ain't laughed all day, man.
Bro, I interact real smooth in these boxing streets, bro. I never, and if I have been disrespectful, I try to double back and correct that. Cause I'm an OG, bro. I know consequences of being disrespectful. You understand what I'm talking about? I know consequences of getting out your lane and getting outside yourself. You understand what I'm talking about? So even in this Twitter space where you physically feel like you can't be touched by anybody, you think you can go hamburgers on these keyboards. And it's like, damn, bro, it's really a small world. You understand what I'm talking about? If a motherfucker throw you the invite, are you really that type of person? I doubt it. So don't be that type of person because of the keyboard. You feel me? Like, bro, like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I never said I'm perfect, but if I'm speaking facts, especially on the situation I spoke on with the boy Spence and these accidents, what the bitch want to come at me talking about some, oh, must be nice to be perfect. I'm like, no, bitch, that's what you trying to do with all that cake up, bitch. I'm just trying to keep my motherfucking game sharp. You feel me? And I understand the scenario with these accidents, bro. Somebody got to pay for that $100,000, $200,000 car. That fucking insurance rate gonna go up, and it's not going up for the elite. It's going up for us laymen. This bitch don't understand the circumferences of life, but I'm the fucking moron. I'm the dude that's being a smart mouth. No, bitch, I'm dropping game on you lames. It's cool though.
Well, segueing into a real young lady. Ashley's Corner is in the building. Big shout out to Ashley's Corner, my personal favorite female to listen to when it comes down to boxing. Big shout out to Ashley's Corner. I know she's not in here, but big shout out to Kiki as well. My young buck, Lenora Thomas in the building, man. Says salute family. Big shout out to you, bro. I see you out there, man, in Cali doing your thing, man, on your active vibe and all that. I see you out here moving in these streets. Toshi in the building in here early. Toshi, what's going on with your good brother? He said hello. Big shout out to you, family. Just to respond to that, I've had plenty of people like just say things about, just getting like kind of reckless, on social media and things like that. And the beauty about boxing is that you may very well run into whoever you talking about at a fight. Like if you're a media outlet or you're a media person and you talking real reckless about another media outlet or whoever, our one meeting point is at the fight. If it's a big fight, a local fight, whatever the case may be, you may run into, like, so if we go to Texas, we might see Stay Ready in the building. We might see Ashley's Corner in the building. Like, so if, for example, I mean, Stay Ready family, but like if Stay Ready was coming at my neck on a particular joint, or I was coming at his neck on a particular joint, we both might be at the Spence fight. You know what I'm saying? We might run into each other. I said all that to say this. If you can't say whatever you saying to that man's face, don't say it. Don't say it at all. Like it shouldn't come out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when you're going to run into that person. And we've seen classic situations in the sport of boxing where dudes is getting ran up on. I mean, you look at barbershop conversations. I mean, Kenny Porter ran up on him. You know what I mean? It's other situations where guys is getting ran up on as far as media. They may be talking about fighters and all of that, or promoters or whoever. And when they see these media people, it's on site pretty much. So people always say you got to be responsible with that microphone. You got to be responsible with that microphone, man, and them Twitter fingers. Got to be responsible with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get your point across, you can debate and all of that without getting out of line. Because if you and I'm not promoting anything negative, this is just real talk. If you running the vlog at an event and it's you know it's on that type vibe, like
If it's
yeah,
spunky, you
it
feel
yeah.
me?
If it's
If it's
if
about
it's
some activities,
yeah,
you feel me?
if it's that type, if it's that type action, like it might go down in the parking lot. It may not go down in the media area, but it might go down in the parking lot. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's the same thing. Like I don't take disrespect well neither. Like and vlogs know me for the longest. You know what I mean? It's been very few situations where he's seen me like pissed off, but usually when I'm pissed off, like first thing I'm like, yo, we got to get this in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so and we both from Philly, like it's just, sometimes you just gotta watch what you say to people. And for the people that's on social media and all of that, like you can't, the reaction is the thing you can't control. You may think what you said is light, but that person might have took it 10 times worse than what you think. So people got to be responsible with their words, got to be responsible with their actions, not only just in these social media streets, but just in life in general, man. So that's why vlog is kind of like the heartbeat of this show,
Check
man.
it
You know what
out.
I'm saying?
Check it out. It ain't what you say, it's how you
How
say
you
it,
say
it's
it.
who you say it to.
Right.
Them is the three
Thanks.
factors you got to walk through life when you wiggling in these streets, bro. Is what you say, how you say it, and who you say it to.
Look, check this out.
I'm
Check this
telling
out.
y'all, bro.
Hold on, check this out. Stay ready. Oh, he said, and I was about to run up on one of the whole ass dudes at the Spence fight, but I got talked down. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So stay ready, be putting in work in these streets. He be putting in work in these boxing streets. And people, they take boxing talk and they take it to another level, not knowing like if you're media, you're gonna be at a fight. So we're gonna run into each other at some point. You know what I'm saying? And this is a classic situation. Like I don't know who Stay Ready talking about, but there's plenty of dudes that done took shots and all of that. So yeah, like sometimes you gotta stand on what you say. So if you talking spicy, you talking crazy and all that, somebody, the person you talking about might see you in the street and you gonna have to own up to every single word you said. You going to own up to every single word you said. Facts. He said, not gonna say his name, but I'm just waiting on him to say one more thing. I'm gonna break his jaw. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like it's as men, I'm like, there's a line you don't cross on a respect level. It's a line you don't cross. And because you on social media and you on the internet, you might look at me and be like, "Oh yeah, I see five. He ain't gonna do nothing. Like I'm North Philly, like through and through. Like you take me there, like it can go down just like anybody else. And vlog that just goes without saying. Like you get at him, and I'm not gonna get into detail on the old situation, but we had a situation where had to run up and what I'm saying, and that certain somebody, they didn't realize how serious it was, and they got the message real quick. So we not just talking just to be, talking, and we ain't trying to talk like we, like John Gotti neither, but like we not gonna be disrespected. That's just what it come down
Man,
to.
hey, I'm gonna just put it to you like this: when you interact with me, just know you're not interacting with no noodle back, yo. That's all I ask of anybody that comment, that say something about my post. Nothing that I put out in this boxing world is disrespectful, bro. If it's shit that I don't like, I still curve my words to get my point across without trying to spark nothing. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, so do that when you interacting with me. Keep them smart mouth baby mama words to a minimum with me, because I'm not your boyfriend. I ain't your bussy boy. Ain't none of that chomo ass shit going on over here. You feel me? So keep everything respectful, and we can agree to disagree, and that is what it is. That's the public service announcement for the day.
Yeah, and that's just, and I second that, and that's every day. You know what I'm saying? I second that every day, and I think vlog has had situations with people, in these boxing streets, and you got to check folks. I mean, I done had to check folks on a real level. Like I you know what I'm saying? And you know who I'm talking about. I'm like, yo, like if we was in the same city, I'd have ran down on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real rap. So just people just gotta watch. People gotta watch what they do. So when you see situations where, like barbershop conversations getting smacked up by, Kenny Porter, and there's other media people that done got ran down on too. You know what I'm saying? When you see those things, I'm like, you have to answer to all of that talk. And it's a difference between being critical of a fighter, or you just critiquing a fighter, and you just being flat out disrespectful. Like you just really coming at their neck on some real disrespectful type shit. There is a difference between the two. And like I said, be responsible with your microphone, be responsible with them Twitter fingers, because you might run into that person on in the street. You might run into them on the block. That's like if I'm talking trash about, like, that's like if you was talking trash about Abel Ramos, y'all in the same city. Like if you might run into him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and but you willing to stand on everything that you said though. But you'll be able to explain everything that you said to that man, because you never said nothing about him in a disrespectful way. Some people don't have that option, because some people just be talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some people be talking crazy, and when it come down to it, you gotta answer. You gotta answer your words and your actions just in life. I know we kind of got off on some other shit, but my man Vlog had to get that out of his system. And like I said, I ain't talked to him all day. So if you getting crazy in these Twitter streets and these Instagram streets and all that, just know when it come down to it, it can go there. Like if we both had a fight and I know you there, or I seen you, like if me and Vlog had a fight and somebody we know that just is hella disrespectful, I ain't gonna lie, we probably running down on you. Like, I'm real rap. Like, we probably running down on you. Like, whether it's in Philly or I'm out there in
Hey,
Arizona,
I'll
it
be
really
right
don't
back. I
matter.
need this.
All right, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? But we had to put that disclaimer out there. Ashley's Corner, stay ready, saluting. That's definitely family right there, man. But this is basically just to get back on track. This is part two of covering this weekend's fights. We got heavy activity this weekend. We got Ryan Garcia, Manuel Tegu. We got Triple G, Murata. I think that's going down like 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that, Eastern Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a big fight. We also have Lubin and Fondura. And you know what? Now that I say that, I put up something yesterday saying, like, hey, Somebody asked me, was Lubin a favorite? Yeah, but my bad. But people were saying like, is Lubin the favorite? And I'm actually about to check right now because my man Vlog put something up. Man Vlog put something up and the odds was like almost even. And I'm thinking like Fondura should definitely be the underdog in this fight. But if he's a favorite or close to a favorite, that's crazy. Let me see real quick. Let me see. I'm about to check this real quick. Give me just a second, y'all. We're gonna check these odds real quick. See what's popping. I'm about to check the odds on Lubin and Fondura. I know I seen that screenshot you sent me.
One is 111 to 101, something like that. But they both minus. So
yeah, that's an even fight.
Yeah, that's basically an even fight. Little $8-9 difference.
Yeah, it's not. It's actually not on the website that I'm on.
It ain't no big payout though either. It's basically
$100. It's not. No. Yeah, it's like it's an even bet. It's actually a little bit under an even bet. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But
I don't think it's that close.
I don't think it's. I think Fondura should definitely be the underdog in my opinion, a betting underdog because he's not as known as Lubin.
No, that has nothing to do with it. When you got to be you based on a track record too. Lubin has been stopped and he's been rocked. I've never even seen Fondura hurt, so I wouldn't estimate him. If you asking me about numbers, put him in a underdog role. I would at worst leave it even as 110, 110. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like it's an even scrap.
Even all the way through. It's truly, to me, an estimation of a 50-50 fight. Like, you couldn't get a better 50-50 fight.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. And that's going to be interesting because Lubin hasn't faced anybody like Fondura in terms of the volume. Fondura got a lot of volume. The height, yeah. Obviously, the height, the physical advantages, but I mean, it's like he gonna have a lot of leather flying his way, so it's gonna be real interesting to see how Lubin actually plays that. But I was saying before
you got any overhands in this game,
he gonna need it. He gonna need it and I'm glad, and people need to realize like I don't see eye to eye with Vlog all the time, and Vlog don't see eye to eye with me all the time, but we see a fight the same way. We breaking down a fight, we usually break down a fight the same way. We might end up at a different conclusion. But the reason why Vlog, and correct me if I'm wrong, Vlog, the reason why you have to ask, does Lubin have the overhand in his game? Number one, because of the height. Number two, usually with tall guys, if you're in the right range, those looping shots over the top, a lot of times those will connect. You can get them off and keep yourself defensively out of the way as well. So that overhand is really going to be important for Lubin. But I personally have not seen Lubin really throw a lot of overhand shots. His is a lot of straight 1-2s, and he's so much taller than Lubin. Them straight 1-2s is to the chest and to the neck. So he's gonna have to shoot his joints up. You know what I'm saying? Or he's gonna have to squat down and come over the top. You know what I'm saying? Come over the top with his hook. So that's a great question, though.
Now this is where we in agreeing to, like, we starting to kind of lean towards each other, because Fondura's fighting style actually will assist Lubin.
Yes. Facts.
So if they're able to develop in a short amount of time, it will be assisted by Fondura's fighting style. Now, in the fight with Garcia, he should have been able to fight long because he had a long fighter in front of him. But as we've seen, that's not what he does well. His accuracy is off when he's throwing straight shots, and he's just not a fleet of foot type of guy where, as tall as he is, you think he really be able to use his range and things like that, he's going to fall into that overhand based on he likes to get inside, throw those uppercuts and things like that, choppy the chop down sort of right hands and things like that. So it should help Lubin as far as what Fondura is expected to do.
Yeah, that's a great breakdown on that. If Lubin plays his cards right, and if his punch variety is vast like it should be, then he should have Fondura running into a lot of shots. He ain't got to really set up a lot of shots. He should be having him. He could this one of them fights. He could literally be setting traps, and Fondura gonna do all the work for him. He gonna run right into traffic. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna this gonna be a real indication to see how good Lubin is offensively. How versatile is he offensively? Because he should just be all body work and let him run into shots up top. He ain't got to force nothing up top. If he's on point, you know what I'm saying?
What I've noticed or what I haven't noticed is that Lubin has an elite back foot game. So would that pose a problem for him being pushed back so often and slowing his output down because he's concentrating on defense, where he's at in the ring, sort of thing? Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to you to say what you think about his back foot game. Would that be a part of his offense, a part of the setting up?
That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. We don't know how good his back foot game is. Because the thing is, it's how often he's going to have to fight off the back foot. It's how often he's going to have to fight off the back foot. That's the thing. Because you ask a guy, can he fight off the back foot? You might say yes, but he might only be able to do it in spurts. Can he fight off the back foot for 60% of the fight, 70% of the fight? He may have to do that. And you know how I feel about asking guys to do something that they're not used to doing. And then you asking them to do it for the first time, and it's against a high level guy. Fondura is a high level guy. So you're asking this guy to possibly, you either asking him to walk down Fondura, which I don't think is going to happen, or you fighting 60, 70% off the back foot and you're effective the entire time. It's a difficult task for Lubin. It's for Lubin to make the adjustments. Lubin has to make the adjustments.
One thing I can say that's in Lubin's favor is that whole team is on a semi backslide. Pops, the trainer, obviously the son fighting, and they lost the Sterling Castellano situation. So shout out to Otar, but I thought he was real dirty in that fight per se. And, I don't want to nitpick over it, but just speaking on that whole team, they kind of on a step back. So they really got to be bringing a nice game plan and kind of, really being focused in this fight. Because like I said, that wasn't the greatest performance against Garcia. That dude, Lou Moretti, he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, Moretti is horrible. He's horrible.
I'm like, come on, bro. What the fuck? You watch that shit with 2 eye patches on? Like, come on, bro. Stop.
Right. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. And I think, and I always ask this question, and I think Lubin's going to win the fight, but as I'm thinking, I'm like, I might have to step back on that, because I always ask vlogger, I ask this question all the time. I'm getting ready to ask, which fighter can fight their regular fight and win? Who can go in there and beat themselves and win? Fondura can go in there and be himself and win. Lubin can go in there and be himself, and I don't know if he wins this fight being himself offensively or even on the back foot. I don't know.
I like his power, though. I think that's something that he's been bringing to the game these last few fights. So that should be able to get Fondura's attention at some point and maybe have Fondura to be less reckless, because he was cautious against Garcia. I think he respected Garcia's punching ability, and he wasn't loosey-goosey with this overt 20-punch combinations and things like that. So I think if Lubin can get his attention early, first, second, third round tops, you might, make him judge how he's coming forward and how often he wants to come forward. So that to me is something that Lubin will definitely have to try somehow. Whether it's a body shot, maybe could be a low blow, could be, just muscling him, physically putting him back. Something. It has to be something to kind of gain your respect and kind of draw a line in the sand.
Yeah. Lenora Thomas said this is a pick'em fight. I'm Lenore. The odds, if those odds is correct, I mean they're pretty much saying the same thing. Like, Vegas ain't trying to really take a major L on this one. I really got to think about this too. Like I'm saying Lubin. I done said it like 3 times, but I really got to think about it. I like Fondura, man. I like Fondura's game, man. Like the main thing about Fondura that I like, for him having such long arms, his punches is compact. For a guy, arms is so long. You know what I mean? And you rarely see that. Paul Williams used to have compact shots. He was like 6'2", 6'3" for the division. He's like 6'2", 6'3". So I pay attention to that type stuff, man. Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Big shout out to you, family. He said the key point is this: Lubin is a back-footed counterpuncher, and he can't be that in this fight because of the reach disadvantage. So, you want to respond to that first, bro?
Yeah. In all actuality, bro, Fondura doesn't use his reach. That's what I'm hoping Pops and them is kind of cleaning up, because that's something that Sterling Castillo didn't do in his fight, and he's part of that camp. So when I'm seeing him fighting compact, it was looking like Fondura, and I'm like, well, what is Pops doing? You got to really use these guys' physical advantage, and in other fights they may be able to go back to their natural fighting style of just pressure and an inside brawling type of thing. And Castillo didn't. And that was a small ring too, so I'm not going to act like that didn't have nothing to do with his ability not to be able to box and do what he do, because I've seen him actually use his length. So, but Fondura is different. He's really not your traditional 1-2 sort of guy. So I don't know that the back foot thing is necessarily a bad thing for Lubin. I think he can actually do something off the back foot. It's just choosing the right punch to do it with.
Let me add this as well. Lubin doesn't fight off the back foot too often. And I think that's my point. Like, he doesn't fight off the back foot too often. And we're asking him to fight off the back foot for a good amount of the time in this fight. I think so. So it's going to be how long can he be consistent fighting off the back foot? And he has to mix it up too. He can't be on the back foot. Like you said, he can't be on the back foot 70, 80% of the time. He's going to lose this fight. If he's on the back foot 70, 80% of the time, he's going to have to try to back Fondura up. And he's going to have to really, if he get his spacing and his timing right, he should be able to get off every single time before Fondura. He should be beating Fondura to the punch every single time. Every single time. You on mute, bro? You on mute, bro?
My bad.
There you go. No, you good. Look up.
Airplane. And y'all know what it is. Y'all been over here with me a long time. Anyway, do you think Lubin can actually go forward in this fight? Because I didn't think the dude Otar could. But again, will this be a small ring? Will that be something that helps Lubin because the ring is small? Or do Lubin need space? Do you think the ring should be bigger? That allows Lubin to kind of move a little bit, maybe not always keep going backwards. He could do some.
That's a good question. Would a smaller ring benefit Lubin, or would it benefit Fondura?
To me, it would benefit Fondura, but a bigger ring would assist Lubin from per se not having to always go back. Like, I could just step to the side and throw some of these hooks or something like that, and kind of circle around and do a little bit of back and forth instead of kind of taking a step back and then trying to get out the side door. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's so interesting to see how this fight goes. It's a great style matchup. Knockout Boxing 86 TV Said Lubin's lower body also doesn't match his upper body. He has power in both hands and is a fluid combination puncher, but he doesn't have the best movement. He is a flat-footed fighter. So let me get at that real quick, vlog. Let me jump on that one first. So usually with southpaws that has some pop, they're usually flat-footed because they like to get maximum leverage on their shots. So I don't have a problem with that. But with guys that are flat-footed, I look at a couple of things. Do they keep their head off the line? Number one, are they capable of giving me that side step, that half step to the left or that half step to the right, that full step to the left, that full step to the right? Can they understand? Can they change the zip code without them moving all crazy? Give me one whole step to the left. Give me one pivot. How's your pivot game? Do you keep your head off the line? That's what I look at when I look at a guy that likes to sit down on his shots and get maximum leverage on his shots. So when I look at Lubin in the past couple of years, the last time I seen Lubin really sit down on his shots but keep his head off the line is really the Nate Gallimore fight from a couple years ago. That's the last time I've seen him really like put it all together in terms of like pivoting and things like that. So I haven't seen it from him in a while. Like he's been successful, don't get me wrong. But even when he fought Gachet, it was more like keeping Gachet at a distance. He was getting his shots off first, and Gachet just really wasn't throwing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So being a flat-footed fighter is okay if you have the other attributes to combat it. Like not every person is going to be bouncing on their toes, moving around, fleet of foot, and all of that. Every boxer is not like that. Spence is a flat-footed fighter, but he keeps his head off the line and he understands distance, so he can be like that. Is Lubin like that in a sense? Yes, but his his footwork got to be on 100 against Fondura. His footwork got to be on 100. So I'm looking more towards the side to side movement, knockout boxing 86 TV. I'm looking more the side to side movement, the pivoting, and can he keep his head off the line and still get his shots off? What you think, Flo?
I agree with that, bro. I agree with that completely. Again, that's why I think ring size will matter as far as flat-footedness. Like, okay, if that's his style, does a small ring help him? Because then he don't have to worry about moving as much. He can concentrate on the inside defenses, just twerking the shoulders, like you said, keeping the head off the line, little subtle spins, things like that. That don't really cause athleticism to do. You know what I mean? Right. You don't have to be Mike Vick or anybody to kind of just step to the side a little bit or lean your head or turn your fighter, turn the fighter in front of you or something like that. So I think a small ring can help them if that's the game plan. But if the game plan is to try to keep distance, I think they more likely would need a bigger ring. And that's not for always, like I said, going straight out the back door. That's a little bit of somewhat footwork, step to the side, not fleetively, not like he Gregory Hines or nothing, but just step to the side, man. Get the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And 86 TV, the thing about it is Lubin has to be, I feel like Lubin has to be more mindful defensively than Fondura does, because we've seen Lubin in trouble more times than we've seen Fondura in trouble now. Obviously, Lubin has been in with the better competition, but we've seen Lubin in trouble on shots that we wouldn't call kill shots. Can we agree on that, Vlog?
That's my point too.
Exactly.
Bro. Exactly. What I was like he's been flipped. So if you were to measure the fight and put a numbers on it, there's the size for Fondura that would give him a slight advantage, but then there's Lubin's power. Then you say, well, Lubin's got clip, Fondura hasn't. Then you kind of come back to that even kind of stage of this could be an even fight. But Lubin's a vet, more of the vet than Fondura. Probably seen better competition, obviously, you know what I'm saying? So these are things like that. Those reasons I'm spitting out, kind of reasons that keeps it a close fight. Like no one really has a takeoff edge.
Yeah, it's
like
interesting.
Like you said, shots is the little mini shots that get Lubin in trouble. And when you throw combinations the way Fondura does, you're not worried about which one to get it done. You're not specifically counting on a specific punch.
And the thing is, can you like with I think the main question 86 TV that's going to you, the main question in this fight is who can take whose money shot. If Fondura can take Lubin's money shot, Fondura's winning this fight. If Fondura can't hurt Lubin, Lubin's winning this fight. So it's really who's gonna get whose attention within the first couple rounds of the fight, and I think that's what's gonna control it.
But that's
And
the thing.
sometimes
Everybody hurts Lubin. That's the one thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Fondura usually is a volume guy.
That's what I mean.
And like, Lubin hasn't seen that type of volume neither. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so this gonna be interesting, man, for sure. Like I can see Lubin winning a decision, and then I can see Fondura literally stopping Lubin. Like referee stoppage type shit.
I got Fondura by stoppage.
Yeah, 86 TV said also if Lubin doesn't hurt Fondura, can he keep up with the work rate to win rounds? Fondura throws anywhere from 70 to 90 punches per round. Lubin throws
but he's
40
inaccurate,
to 60.
Though. He's inaccurate.
Yeah. So 86 TV is a lot of Fondura. Yes, he does throw, I would say anywhere between 70 to 90, 60 to 80 punches a round. What Fondura does, he is a lot of throwaway shots with him. Like his volume is not really precise. Like he kind of sometimes it seems like he just be throwing because he can. You know what I'm saying? Like he's throwing because he
it's like he's throwing and he just seeing with sticks. That's punches combinations to me.
And that's what he does. But I haven't seen Fondura really set no traps. I haven't really seen him. Like everything is kind of like if you throwing 6, 7, 8 shots, something's gonna stick on the wall. And that's kind of his mentality offensively, where Lubin, he'll give you that 3-punch combination and everything is compact, everything is hitting the mark. So it's so many different layers to this fight, but I think it's really going to come down to whose chin going to hold up. Because I'm like, whoever chin don't want to hold up, like it don't matter.
I got a question. Mm-hmm. Who you think going to have a better jab? Will the jab be a factor in this fight?
Actually, Fondura's jab is not that good for somebody that tall.
So you rolling with Lubin? Hey, I was thinking.
I'm rolling with Lubin on the jab. Is how consistent can he stay with the jab, and how disciplined can he stay?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think Lubin got to double the jab and come with an overhand, bro. That is a type of overhand that's a step around.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Necessarily not you southpaw, so you don't necessarily have to extend both jabs. You can shoot one, feint the other, step around and throw overhand left. Try to get Fondura, who's a flat-footed guy himself, on his heels, spinning and looking kind of twisty in there, and just you can fluster him in that fight and make him, who has a janky style in itself, look even worse, and that could be a thing that the judges start seeing. So if he's able to use better footwork, not that either one of them is, like I said, Gregory Hines, and they ain't winning no tap dancing contests, but I think Lubin's a little bit more athletic, and if we asking for somebody to imply some sense of footwork in this fight, I gotta edge Lubin with that, man.
Yeah, if Lubin's gonna win this fight in 86 TV, this for you, bro. You take your number of between 70 to 90 punches. If Lubin is gonna win this fight, he has to get Fondura's number down to around 50 to 60. Around 50 to 60 punches around. Because if Fondura is only throwing between 50 to 60, that's telling me he's worried about the comeback. That's also telling me Lubin's probably keeping him at a nice distance. He's controlling the distance and he's controlling the pace. So if you're looking, 86 TV, that's something to look for in this fight. If Fondura is throwing anywhere between 50 to 60 punches around, Lubin's winning this fight. If he's getting up to around his 70 to 90, Fondura's probably winning this fight. So look at the punch, not the punch stats, but just how many punches he's actually getting off per round. And that's going to be a real good indication on what the end result is going to be.
So basically, from what you two guys are estimating, that Fondura coming with volume, so we need, instead of the natural combos that we used to from Lubin, he's really got to be setting up the single, because his punches are going to have to be cleaner and harder,
right, to win rounds, to offset the volume. Exactly.
Have the harder, cleaner punches.
So if Fondura lands 10 shots and Lubin lands 4
good body shots, or
4
overhand, or something that knocks a little sweat off, gets the crowd's attention, something that sway it, because volume usually carries a lot of judges' scorecards per se, even if it's ineffective. Because look what Marcelo did.
Judges love ineffective aggressiveness. They love it.
Maceo, he had it.
Yeah.
Even though technically you edge him, I still edge him in the fight, but it was ineffective.
They love ineffective aggressiveness. They love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Andre Southgate, salute all here listening. Fondura is too much for Lubin. I don't think Lubin can keep up. Big shout out to Andre Southgate in the building, man. If you're not subscribed to his channel, definitely subscribe to his channel. I'm gonna say this. If Fondura can take Lubin's shot, I'm expecting Fondura to win this fight. I don't know. We haven't seen. I would say Lubin is probably the best puncher Fondura's been in the ring with in his career. So I'm really looking to see who will land the first big shot and how the other person takes it. I'm looking for that in the first 3 rounds.
Off topic, I know my dude down under. I need your thoughts real quick, Andre, before you dip out, on the Garcia and Matet fight. That's for the Australian lightweight title. This boy just came right out. I mean, he right out the gates getting title offers. And big ups though, he won the bronze medal for his country. So, but the caddy going up against the Sudanese dude that kind of relocated to Australia. It's a nice little squad on paper, man. And they don't like each other, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see what Andre thoughts was on that one.
Give us your thoughts on that, bro. Give us your thoughts on that for sure. He said Lubin would need to be the sharpshooter to win. So, Andre, that's true, but he has to be the sharpshooter, and he also has to slow down Fondura's offense, because he could be a sharpshooter and Fondura's still getting off 6, 7, 8 shots at a time.
That's my thing. What are you saying? He got to be a sharpshooter with his combinations,
right?
Because it's hard to comment against a guy that brings excessive amounts of volume. So, and then you saying be the sharp single. That's not something that we know that Lubin does either. So
and usually when you facing a volume guy like that, you got to get their attention early. And then you have to, so this is going to be a fight of exchanges. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be exchanges. How many exchanges is Lubin going to win? Because it's going to be exchanges with a guy that has this much volume. How many exchanges is he's going to win in a round? If they have, he needs to win the majority of the exchanges. And when I'm talking about exchanges, I'm talking about they both in the pocket, they both throwing. Who got the better of the exchange? And that's what Lubin needs to win. But he has to put himself in a line of fire for that to happen. There's no way he wins this fight clean and not putting himself in a line of fire. That's why I'm like, is his chin going to hold up against Fondura? And that's going to be the big question in this fight. Jose Vasquez in the building. He said, "What up? What's up with you, good brother?" I see Lance Williams responded to you too yesterday, so I don't know if y'all linked up or not. But big shout out to Jose Vasquez, man. But you know, I think it's a fascinating fight, man. It's a fascinating fight. I wouldn't be surprised either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Lubin just schools Fondura. Then I wouldn't be surprised if Fondura get a stoppage. I wouldn't be surprised either way, man. Like Andre Southgate, he said, that's a good fight, no doubt. Even to me, I'm leaning towards Garcia by decision.
It's 10 rounds, bro. It's 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Deep in.
He definitely.
Deep in.
He might need a snorkel. He might need a snorkel.
And the African boy only went 6.
Yeah, he might need a
I'm
snorkel up in
gonna
there,
do a
man.
preview of that joint.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
fools on my schedule, bro. I can't even do no work tonight, bro. I had so much work lined up because you see I got in
Yeah.
last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to
Yeah.
switch my site, so I'm able to do some things
Your joint
overnight.
was my
They sent
phone
me
was
to the
going off
other
like 3-4 in the morning, bro.
Yeah, bro. I was man. I was up. I was crazy, man. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, bro. With this
Yeah.
energy that I got right now, you feel me?
Yeah.
Things
No,
take a
facts.
turn for the worse. I'll be mad I didn't get that opportunity and take
Right.
advantage of feeling, somewhat myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I think that's one of the best fights out there. I kind of want to transition off of that though. I mean, we got until Friday to actually do a prediction. I know you said you like Fondura by stoppage.
It could
Um,
change in the
I was
conversation.
going to say I'll give you till Friday. I'll give you till
Yeah,
Friday to actually stamp that. You know what I'm saying? But
I got to do my own homework. You know what I mean? I'm an IG hound, so I'll be looking to see what kind of work they putting out there, what they looking like in these gyms, because I tell you a lot. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
because again, when I last saw Khan and the work he put out, I just knew goddamn well he was gonna get the starch beat out of him, bro. Like
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna get the emergency brakes beat off of him, bro.
Yeah, did you hear the news that Kell Brook and Eubank almost done at a catch weight?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Eubanks is you. I'm telling you, bro. Eubanks don't want no title. He want that same thing that Khan and them is. I mean, not Khan, but Conor
You
Ben.
talking about kind of bending them doing? Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of set up these pay matches and be this little payday boxing sort of payday guy. I mean, you chasing the title, you should have been on somebody's heels. I mean, come on, bro. You done linked up with Roy, so you got American connection. I don't know. I think they took a
I
step
think
back.
that fight. I think that fight does nothing but Eubank but a bag. It does nothing but Eubank because I'm like if he beats Brook, they like all right. Brook was a smaller guy. But if he loses to Brook, he kind of gets exposed. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't like the fight. I understand it. I'm not a big fan of that fight, but I actually want to get into we got all week, so we ain't gonna stay on here too long. But I want to get into this Ryan Garcia Tegu fight in regards to the X's and O's. We haven't really talked about the X's and O's from a Tegu standpoint. To the Tegu connoisseur of the show, Boxing First Vlog. When you look at Tegu and you've probably watched more tape on him than a lot of people, what do you think? You got to craft a game plan for Tegu. What do you think he needs to do to actually be successful offensively, but stay defensively responsible as well?
One and only thing you can do against a guy with speed and no movement is move yourself. I ain't no singer, but I tried to get out on. But yeah, movement, baby. Consistent movement, baby. Consistent movement, baby. Consistent back and forth, side to side, in and out, coming out on angles, getting in close, tying up, all the OG sort of stuff in boxing that this dude has never seen in one fight in his entire career. Everybody that he knocks out stands right in front of him.
Or they
Simple as
walk
that.
right or they walk right in the front door. Yeah, you got to make like
Movement, baby.
yeah. I
He's a
think
dude that can punch with both hands. Like his style from his like earlier, definitely earlier. You know what I mean? Probably I say 5 to 6 years ago was similar to Emmanuel Augustus. Consistent movement,
right.
punches from different angles. You know what I mean? Just not no set style, but I'm gonna be effective with what I'm doing.
Yeah. I think movement is going to be extremely important for Tegu because he's going to have to mix it up because he's going to have to make Ryan Garcia find him, especially with this added weight. He's going to have to make Ryan Garcia find him. But when he actually gets on the inside, I need for Tegu to be working. And I'm talking dirty boxing. I'm talking, clinch the one arm and and rip with the rip with the left hand, rip with the right hand. Yeah, whatever side the referee on, you should be ripping on the other side. Pull out some of these OG moves on Ryan Garcia. And to be honest with you, people think like you have movement, like you can't push the pace. You can be a mover and still push the pace because you're making your guy work. You know what I'm saying? So we need for Thiago to actually push the pace with Ryan Garcia, because if he's sitting up there, hold on a second, bro.
Yeah, well, what he was saying is movement is the key, and that's facts. Because if you're dealing with a guy that has power like Garcia, as I spoke on, you don't want to sit in front of him and let his speed be able to be accurate. You know what I'm saying? His accuracy, I judge his accuracy as so decent. I don't think he's highly inaccurate because speed, he can make up for it with the next punch. So if he miss you with one, he's so fast, the next one coming around the corner, he gonna clip you with. So he's that sort of guy. And he's not a guy that sets anything up. So I think the boxing IQ definitely has to come into play with the movement. So you want to be saying, okay, if I'm going to step this way, this one I'm going to do next off the step. So you got to have, like chess, you got to be 4 moves ahead during each round. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like if I'm stepping back, then I know I want him to come in and this the shot I'm going to throw. Then I'm going to spin or I'm going to grab or whatever I'm going to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, to me, I think that's where he has to be, where the team has to be. They have to be ahead of this youngster with the boxing IQ. I'm not saying Ryan Garcia is no dummy in the ring, but I also haven't seen him tested to where he has to answer based on changes or listening to the corner and then applying that. You see what I'm saying? We've rarely gotten those teachings from him in any fight I can remember where I'm hearing the corner really elevate the IQ level for this guy.
You want to know another thing, bro, that I want to add on? Usually when guys get new trainers and the trainer is a technical guy, you catch the fighter in the ring actually thinking too much. Thiago actually needs to take advantage of that, because I could see Ryan Garcia overthinking in this fight, trying to implement everything.
Be first.
Yeah, even if he's not first, because if he's moving, there's a chance he may not be first every single time. The thing is, he needs to change levels, change angles, and he needs to make Ryan Garcia think, not only of, because he's already going to be thinking about implementing whatever Joe Goosen done taught him. If he's adding different elements to his game, what's going to happen is he's going to add a different opponent to Ryan Garcia. So not only is Ryan Garcia fighting Thiago, now he's fighting the piece. Now he's fighting a new trainer. Now he's fighting the crowd. Now he's trying to look impressive. Like Thiago can actually add a lot of pressure on Ryan Garcia in this fight if he stays defensively responsible, he moves, and he's compact with the shots. Do not be wide with the shots with Ryan Garcia. That's going to get him knocked smooth out. Can be wide with the shots.
He does throw wide. I got to be honest. I've seen him throw wide against guys he didn't necessarily have to, but I think he clowns at times through the fights I've seen of his. And again, I'm up to about four solid fights now, all the way through. So I think he kind of plays around a little bit, but again, I think I believe, I'm estimating he knows where he's at. So a lot of the little things he did to be entertaining in those fights, I don't think he's going to be worrying about that in this one. So I agree. The IQ game is high level, like you said, making the guy think, making the guy work. He got extra weight. He's a guy that's flat-footed, as this seems to be the theme of the show so far. Flat-footed fighters. Ryan Garcia is definitely that guy. For a dude that's so quick up top, downstairs, he like molasses.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you want that. You gotta want that to cross over each other.
Yeah, like he's not real twitchy with the footwork. Like, you know how guys, they got fluid movement and they real twitchy with their movement. He's not real twitchy with his movement. It's more so robotic than twitchy with the movement. You know what I
I
mean?
rarely see him bounce too.
Yeah, he rarely bounces. He's the epitome of flat foot. Which actually takes away from it. He could actually be faster than what he shows because he's never on his toes. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
my punch key for this one would be the jab, doubling the jab. Ryan Garcia is a horrible jabber, beating him to the jab. That's why I was thinking be first. Even if you're outside moving, being first with the jab, keeping the
Yeah,
stick out. You see what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I think for me, I think Tegu pace. He got to push the pace forward. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to quicken the pace because what I think is with him pushing the pace forward, there's less. It gives Ryan Garcia less chance to actually implement anything that Goosen done added to his game. If he's in a slow, methodical pace, then of course he can
Yeah,
add different things to his game. But when it comes
bro.
down to it, but
Just to be on that, it's just a proven thing that these dudes, the turnaround isn't like that, especially for veterans. Now, maybe for
right,
a young fighter that switches it
hmm
over from fight to fight, it can
right,
pick up a little bit. But veterans are so set, and I do consider Ryan Garcia a veteran, 20 plus fights. So I'm thinking like he's set in what he's going to do. It'll take third fight. We might actually see some bob and weave or some new elements to his game. But right now,
yeah,
I don't even think Goosen is smart enough not to try to do anything. It's about
yeah.
conditioning, and what they want to do is just make sure he can go to 10 if that beat her out. I think that's what they're
That's
building.
and that's what I'm worried about. You know, is where's Ryan Garcia's conditioning? That's where I'm at with it. Where is his conditioning? Um, if his conditioning is not 90%, he gonna have some problems in this fight because I haven't seen Tegu gas in the because I'm about three deep. I watched two of them fights that they got on YouTube, and it looked like he's pretty much like this all the way through. Like he's not like this. You know what I'm saying? In terms
Fluctuating.
of it's fluctuated as
He's
far as his
so
energy.
explosive, and then he's so like turned back down, dialed down. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So he's pretty level. He distributes the energy pretty evenly, which he's gonna need in this fight. But he needs to do that, but also push the pace. He needs to test Ryan Garcia's cardio.
that's what I
Um,
was going to ask you. That's what I was going to ask you. When you say push the pace, are you meaning attempt to push the bigger man back in some way
not
throughout the
necessarily
fight, or
make
just
him
keep
work.
consistently move, making them work, making them
Make him
chase,
work. Yeah,
set up
make him work.
traps, throw
Right.
different punches if you want them to think.
Yeah, make him work, but make him work and make him think. It's kind of like a power puncher with a power puncher. If you got them thinking about what's in behind that door, and you got them hesitating, you don't won the battle. You know what I'm saying? And whether you're gonna win the fight, that's something different. But that's the battle you have to face against somebody that's a power puncher. When you're facing a guy like Ryan Garcia, you have to make him move his feet. You have to make him think so he can actually push the pace and still be not trying to make Ryan Garcia go backwards. Make him work. So if Tegu's on the back foot, he needs to make Ryan Garcia find him. You know what I'm saying? Make it
Yeah,
dirty on the inside, things like that. He needs to make sure that Ryan Garcia is busy all 3 minutes, like no rest, no rest. If you see him backing up, you come forward. If you see him
now,
coming forward, you work your way back. You know what I'm
did you
saying?
did you see what I saw in any of those fights? That obviously we gotta agree, footwork game, edge, Tagu,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ability to
Easily,
pivot,
easily. Is his
defense, Tagu.
defense Tagu. Defensively, it's hard to judge Ryan Garcia defensively because his offense is so great and people are so afraid of his speed. I don't think he's really been asked to do a lot defensively, but I would say Tegu was probably more technically sound. The one thing I don't like about Tegu was the wide shots. They're extremely wide, and that's the prop. That's the one thing I might. Like that really worries me. The wide shots. The wide shots worry me.
But I think I was looking at them fights, and to me it just seemed like he had that guy in front of him, so that's what he's doing. You see what
I don't. Yeah, you might be right, but I'm like, if that's him for real, if he's a wide shot guy, he's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah,
in this
he'll
fight.
get him in trouble.
Yeah,
especially with a guy with speed that can just naturally beat you to the punch. So
yeah, and he's gonna. And I'm like, he could beat Thiago to the punch, and Thiago could be compact. Like Ryan Garcia is that quick, but you can't help him out. You throwing wide shots, you helping him out.
Totally 100%.
Yeah, you helping him out. So it's on Thiago to make this fight as difficult as possible for Ryan Garcia. And the thing that's crazy, he could still get robbed on the cards. He could still get robbed on the cards. He could do everything right and still get robbed on the cards. Like he could do. He could do.
He admit that.
Listen, he could do consistent work for 2 minutes and 15 seconds every single round, and Ryan Garcia can throw 3 flashy combinations and win a round. Like is like I could literally see that happening. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be interesting to see if Thiago was going to get the fair shake on the cards, because I don't think Ryan Garcia is getting a knockout in this fight. I think it's going the distance, me personally. But I don't think Thiago is going to get a fair shake. I don't think he's going to get a fair shake. So I'm literally going to have to come out of this fight with my own scorecard. I'm going to have to literally come out of this fight with my own scorecard.
Most fights any freaking way. Because, again, if you talk about fair shakes, to me, a dude like Sergio Garcia was a guy that was on that fringe of being able to get to that 50-0. And then he got done so fucking dirty. I mean, at worst, that was a draw. And still giving him the ability to reach a milestone in boxing. You feel me? You know what I mean? So I didn't like that how judging goes with boxing. So in the fight like this, I totally agree that he can get just railroaded, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the American way anyway. So it wouldn't be nothing new here. I'm just saying. Right. I want my man to make it extra hard for them to railroad him.
Yeah, if I had to say,
it's either so pretty or so bruising. You know what I'm saying? Like when I mean pretty, like you truly outboxing them, you beating them to the punch, your movement, this sort of thing. You looking fresh throughout the whole fight. That you can do that. But either the other way, I think the other way is more fan friendly. If you make it a dirty fight, a gritty fight, stay in this chest, whole match, attempting to push them back. The judges love you for coming in to do technically his backyard and playing a bully.
Yeah, and the thing is I'm gonna explain this really quick. I think Thiago was gonna end up being the winner in this fight, even if he loses this fight, because I think anything outside of Ryan Garcia getting some spectacular knockout within the first 3 rounds, however he gets the dub, they're going to criticize him. Like, he's going to get criticized for this fight, regardless, whether it's fair or unfair. But I think Thiago was going to show enough in his game to where after this fight, win or lose, he should be getting consistent paydays for the next couple of years, because he's going to show his worth in this fight. And I just don't know. I just need for him to. I hope he can put something on Ryan Garcia where he can actually get him in trouble. And that's what I'm looking for. So Thiago has an opportunity here. He has an opportunity. I don't trust the judges. I don't trust judges.
To cap with the homie just said, man, check this out. Dig this. The boy he ain't lotto, because that's all I've been really capping for this dude. You know what I mean? When I did my homework and I'm digging into the archive, so to speak, and I'm trying to find that hidden gem, I just happen to find a hidden gem that's like accomplished. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like cats like this gotta get their opportunities, bro. And that's really what the chime that for me what it's really been about. I never kind of said that like, yo, he could be undisputed. I never really kind of ran that far and tripped over myself, but I did feel like he was in the conversation of being getting a phone call. Right. Getting his resume hashed over and whoop-de-woo, trying to see what his bag might be like. I thought he was worth that Because he he's accomplished, but he was accomplished out of our time zone, and I don't think we should like misjudge people for that. So I'm now he's getting it. You know, like I said, I don't want to hurt myself trying to pat myself on the back, but if I got to dislocate my shoulder, so be it.
I mean, and the thing is with listen, respect to Ryan Garcia for even taking this fight. It's easier fights for him to take. So much respect to Ryan Garcia and the boxing public not looking at it like that. They looking at Thiago like he a snack. He far from a snack. You know what I'm saying?
They don't do their homework. Them casuals don't do their homework.
Yeah, bro. Like Thiago was a solid fighter, man. Like he's a solid fighter, and he hasn't. Ryan Garcia, between the layoff, the weight situation, his possible cardio, and a new trainer, he has laid the foundation for Thiago to take advantage in this fight. So if Thiago is who vlogs say he is, he should have success in this fight, no matter if the judges give it to him or not. I'm looking for Thiago to have success in this fight.
I think he will.
I think he's
good, bro. I think I spoke on it a few lives ago before we went on the hiatus, but I seen your boy trying to get the copping feel at the face off. he saw them shoulders.
Yeah.
Real quick, like get him off.
Right.
You gonna do this during the fight, baby.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like Ryan Garcia, like it's
see what he was working with.
And Ryan Garcia he's wiry. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of power, but he's wiry.
He's solid, though. I mean, no, he's solidly built, though. I ain't gonna lie.
He's like a wiry guy. But you gotta break those guys down with the body and the chest shots. You know what I'm saying? All body and chest work.
Legs, man, hit them hips.
Hit the hips. All that. You know what I'm saying? Like Thiago can't be really worried about placement early. He just got to make sure he touching. Continue to touch. You know what I mean? If you're hitting the elbows, the arms, the shoulders, like you got to make sure you're touching them, constantly touching them. You know, even if it's a little quick double jab, you close the distance. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your distance is matching with your punch output. You know what I'm saying? Can't get sloppy. Can't get sloppy in this fight for Thiago. You can't get sloppy.
To me, for Thiago to be defensively more sound, I'm going from the wide hooks to more single overhands.
I agree. I agree, and that's what Luke knocked him down with, was the overhand over the top. And the thing about that, bro, before we get about this joint, is with Thiago, I think the number one main question I have is how long is it going to take for Thiago to get adjusted to the speed? Because Ryan Garcia, he got world class type hand speed, and not every fighter can adjust to the hand speed. So I'm looking to see how long is it going to take for Thiago to get adjusted to the hand speed. If he can get adjusted to the hand speed within the first 4 rounds, it's going to be an interesting fight.
That'll be answered. We can answer that in the first 2 rounds. And what'll help us lead to our answers, who has he been working with? Is there any quick guys in that gym that's kind of being a reflection of this dude that I can kind of get my time in with?
You know who would have been a good sparring partner for him for this camp? Rashidi.
Yeah.
Because his hands is just his hands and a bigger dude too. His hands is just as fast as Ryan Garcia's.
I like that.
So those are the key things I'm looking for with Thiago. How long is it going to take for him to get adjusted to the speed? That's number one. Number two, is he throwing any wide shots and keeping himself in the pocket while he's throwing the wide shots? I don't like them wide shots. And the third thing, is he going to make Ryan Garcia work all 3 minutes of the round? Because the more he gives him pockets, the worse off it's going to be for Thiago going down the line. He's already should be strong. He should be, and we're not talking about power. We're talking about like physical strength. Like Thiago got grown man strength, so he should be physically stronger than him. We're not saying he has more power than Ryan Garcia. There's a difference between physical strength and power. There's a lot of guys. Sean Porter and he didn't have more power than them, but he was physically stronger than damn near everybody he's been in the ring with. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to factor that in. But I think it's a fascinating matchup, man. I think it's a fascinating matchup. But we got so many fights. We got to spread this out through the whole week. You know what I'm saying? We got to spread this thing out through the whole week. We gonna I mean, we's only on here for an hour 15, but yo, you gotta handle business tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm doing shit all week, but I'm doing.
I mean, did you handle everything you need to handle today?
Oh yeah, man, that shit, bro. I'm so fucking tired. You know, I don't even get me talking. Man, I sat in that motherfucker 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Listen,
get my blood away and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so we gonna close this one out right here, man. This was a baby joint, you know what I'm saying? Hour 15 minutes. That's a baby joint for us, you know what I'm saying? But we got some real good work in, man, and really broke down that Lubin and Fondura fight. Really broke down that Ryan Garcia and Thiago fight. Actually, probably when we jump back in tomorrow, we could probably look at it more so from the Ryan Garcia side, and then we could start sprinkling over to Tony Harrison and Garcia, and then we could start breaking down the technicals in regards to Gennady Golovkin and Murata, and we, and kind of keep it flowing there, man. But this was a good one, short but a good one. Vlog, give me your social media so we can get up out of here, good brother.
Man, Boxing First Vlog, spelled out, keep it all together. YouTube, look me up. Just put up some new work yesterday. Trying to get back in the swing of things and keep some fresh work cracking on the YouTube channel. Like I said, as long as I got this energy and everything with the spirits is all well and everything.
Absolutely.
So like I said, check out the new videos, man. A little preview of that PBC card, and looked at I can't even think of the fight I looked at, but look me up. Oh yeah, I did a little preview of the Aussie fight. For that Aussie lightweight title, man. That's an interesting look, man, because like I said, you had the bronze medalist from 2020 second fight jumping into a 10-rounder.
Yeah, just that's kudos. Big. That's big. Know what I mean?
Big. Yeah, so check out those videos, man. Check me out banging like a motherfucking gangster on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So in the gram, man, just putting out good shit, man. Check out that shoe game. I'm a sneakerhead, been that way since the 80s, since the shell tops and the Cortez Nikes, top 10 Adidas, the forms, them real shoes. You feel me? Right. That come out, but yeah, what it is with the OG, man. We back in these boxing streets, man, trying to keep everything post aesthetic. You feel me? I don't want the funk, but I'm with the spunkiness.
We with it if that's where you want to go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I try to keep everything smooth. Aki, you dig? So just keep everything
wherever,
like
wherever
not all greasy ass peaceful. Yeah. Like I ain't on no kumbaya shit, but motherfucker don't be disrespectful. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and wherever he,
hit me up, man. I'm on the gram and on Twitter, man, and obviously on YouTube with the family.
And wherever Vlog at, that's where I'm at, man. So I'm riding with him. I don't give a fuck if he's right or wrong. I'm riding with him regardless. We'll talk about whether he's right or wrong after. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we doing it all day. You know what I'm saying? Follow Shane at I_am Shane, the number one on Instagram, exclusively on Instagram. Big shout out to the VP. And, I'm all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5JeffTV, website, G5JeffTV.com. Season 3 of the Boxing Prediction Fantasy League is going to be announced within the next week or so. We're going to handle business with that. Articles is coming. Go follow my man Boxing First Vlog, where he told you to follow him at Twitter, Instagram, YouTube channel. Go check out the videos he done dropped. And put a one up and a prayer up for my man. Make sure the Most High keep him where he need to be at all times. You know what I'm saying? We hoping everything goes well with the test results and everything. But we gonna be rumbling regardless. We're gonna be right next to him, rumbling every step of the way, no matter what they say at the end of the day. So we're gonna keep it there, man. So on behalf of VP Shane, aka Ice Cold Shane, Boxing First Vlog, aka The General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K, your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka The Guru. On behalf of the staff, this was episode 77 of the Goodfellas podcast. We will be back tomorrow with episode 78. Hey, the Saturday's fights marathon. We're gonna continue to cover everything, man. So stay tuned, stay tapped in with us. We'll see y'all tomorrow.